It's now time to see what's going on in the digital streets. Clueless actress Stacey Dash revealed on the Dr. Oz show that she was formerly addicted to painkillers. The actress revealed her private struggle after being prescribed Vicodin to help with fibroid cysts, leading to an eventual addiction. In the interview, Dash disclosed that she would take up to 20 pills a day, which would cost her anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month. The actress is now 5 years sober. You know, there's been so much criticism of Stacey Dash over the last 5 or even 10 years. She went from an actress to a conservative pundit who seemed to take great pride in attacking black folk and replicating or parroting right-wing talking points. But when it comes to someone suffering, it's hard to hold that stuff up as equally important. Again, I have deep criticisms of Stacey Dash. She's attacked me personally. She's attacked other people. But my heart goes out to her. And it also is a reminder that you never know what people are going through. When people are given hell, sometimes they're catching hell. When people seem miserable, it's because they are miserable. We have to really be generous. That doesn't mean we forgive people who are enemies or who side with our open enemies. I ain't saying that now. I'm not saying we forgive and forget all that stuff without consequence or accountability. I'm just saying that our compassion has to kick in. My heart goes out to Stacey Dash. I'm very happy to hear that she's 5 years sober, and I wish her 50 more years of sobriety. Actress Letitia Wright addressed recent reports from The Hollywood Reporter that claimed that she was spreading anti-vax rhetoric on set. Wright said, quote, "The report spoke about my conduct on the set of Black Panther 2. I honestly assert that this was completely untrue." The actress caught heat last year for posting anti-vaccine content on her social media. Now, look, I don't know if it's true or not. What we know for sure is that she posted anti-vaccine stuff on her social media. Now, there might be some people who took that and ran with it and told a lie that she was doing it on set, or maybe she was doing it on set. I don't know. I don't know the sister. I wasn't on set. But what I do know is these sets are very contentious when people have politics that differ with everybody else. So if she is not telling the truth, it's going to come to light because somebody's going to be mad about it. If she is telling the truth, I hope that the truth also comes to light and she's vindicated. But either way, if she's spreading misinformation, if she's spreading bad information that can lead to people being harmed, we got to cut that out. Not just her, not just this sister, everybody. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I mean, so many places I see bad information being spread and not checked. People saying they're doing their research and they're really just Googling random, unverified facts. So whatever your stance is on this issue, make sure you get the facts and make sure you get the facts before you spread your information. All right. Former NFL star Colin Kaepernick says he's ready to show the world what he's got. In an interview with Ebony magazine, Kaepernick stated that the NFL was blackballing him for his activism, but that he won't let him win. The quarterback revealed that he is still working out 5 to 6 days a week, staying prepared for an opportunity to get back into the league and prove team owners wrong. Kaepernick said, quote, "You're going to have to continue to deny me and do so in a public way, and you're going to expose yourself by that. But it won't be because I'm not ready or not prepared." See, he lives by the black mantra, if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. This man works 5 to 6 days a week. 6 out of 7 days a week, working out at 5 in the morning for a job that he may never get because of his politics. But he continues to work. He continues to fight. He continues to put himself in a position to be successful. And he continues to bear a scarlet letter in the NFL. They're still treating him like somebody who doesn't belong. They're still ignoring him. And if you say, oh, there's no conspiracy, just look at John Gruden this week. When his emails leaked, one of the things he said is that Eric Reed should be fired for kneeling. So you got coaches and people who very clearly don't support BLM. You got documented evidence that the NFL owners are blackballing him. You got so much evidence that he's not being treated fairly. He could throw his hands up and say, never mind. He could throw his hands up and take the money that he's made from Nike and from advertising and all the extraordinary opportunities he's achieved in the last couple of years. He could just focus on activism and organizing, which he's doing beautifully. He could just focus on being an author with that new abolition book that came out this week. But instead, he's doing all that and still fighting to be an NFL player because it's his right to do so. It's his talent that dictates whether he should be there, not owners. At least that's in the correct world, in a fair and just world. We're going to fight to make that happen. And until that happens, Colin Kaepernick is going to continue to be a voice for the voiceless and a representation of the injustice in the NFL. You don't got to look to nobody else for modern day Muhammad Ali but this brother, because he is paying the ultimate sacrifice, not for himself, not for an abstract principle, not to get fame, but because he believes in a very simple principle, that black lives, all black lives, do indeed matter.